How's it going, everyone? It's the Taco Tavern back at you with another video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, click the bell notification so that you do not miss a video. And also, if you like the music that's going to play in this video, go subscribe to Sumu. Shouts out to him for letting me use this music. And without further ado, we'll get into this. Links in his for his channel will be in the description too, by the way. Anyway, man, I'm really beginning to think, for a lot of people with each day that passes, they think more and more about the past. And what I mean by that is, you know, take like just us tacos for example. You know, I remember just waking up for Saturday morning cartoons and just like anime, right? You know, or watching it, you know, before you go to bed at night. You know, I used to watch some animes on Adult Swim back in the day, in the 2000s, you know, Death Note, Inuyasha, Naruto, Dragon Ball, all kinds of them. I remember I watched this one, it was called Appleseed, right? It was a movie called Appleseed. And that was really good times. You know, I miss those days. You know, now it's like, if you're streaming it, it's not as, it's not as exciting, because you don't have that wait, you know, for the next episode. You can just click right to it and all of that. So it's just, it's changed. And you know, I remember going through on, which I call a dinosaur Game Boy. Had it when I was a kid. It's before I got the Game Boy Color, right? And had this Game Boy, this black and white, you know, Game Boy, and I'd play Pokemon Red on it, Pokemon Blue and Yellow. You know, just have a ball with it. I remember back when I was a kid, you know, the Pokemon Weezing used to be one of my favorites. And I remember when I found a Weezing in Pokemon Blue and Red in Cinnabar Mansion, right? And man, that was the days, right? That was the days, because I'm sorry about all the cars going by. That was the days, because you didn't have no worries, man. None. You didn't worry about nothing. It's like now, as a younger adult, you worry about a lot of things. The older you get, the more you worry about. The more you miss those times. You know, if you're scared to die, you know, it makes it much worse, you know, it really does. And but anyway, you know, I remember just playing, you know, old school Yu-Gi-Oh games, and you know, Yu-Gi-Oh World Championships 2005, 6, 7, all those, right? Yu-Gi-Oh Tag Force, Yu-Gi-Oh Chef of Destruction, the Sacred Cards Yu-Gi-Oh game, and the Duel Masters game on the GBA, Beyblade on the GBA. Man, I remember growing up watching Beyblade, bro. Dang, man, it. You know, I loved Beyblade, man. I still do, but my favorite character was Ray back in the day, right? God, it was so cool. Anyway, you know, it's just, I remember all this stuff, man. It's just, it really gets to you. You know, it really does, because time is going by too quick. Things are going by too fast. You know, I got a video I'm working on. It's called Tomorrow is, Today is the tomorrow that someone wished they could have lived and woken up, right? I'm working on that video, so be patient with me on that. But, you know, I also remember just playing like really all the Pokemon games, you know, really just all kinds of anime games, Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z. I mean, who remembers the Budokai Tenkaichi games, right? Like, those are classics, man. I still play this stuff, bro. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, like we've been doing speed runs on the channel. Man. Duels to the Roses. Pokemon Coliseum. Pokemon XD. I mean, it's crazy, man. It's how long ago that feels, man. But it wasn't really that long ago, but it sure feels like it. And just keeps on moving on, man. But another thing is, who remembers, like, you know, watching shows like, even on Cartoon Network, it could have been anime, it could have been Yaokai Watch, it could have been Pokemon, or it could have just been some cartoon like Powerpuff Girls, right? I mean, a lot of people grew up watching that, but, you know, those times are gone. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, we got all these good games today still from Asia and stuff, Japan and all them. But, you know, I remember just playing a lot of games, bro. Dynasty Warriors back in the day. I seen they, you know, like I mentioned in a previous video, they're doing Dynasty Warriors 3 remastered, man. I remember playing the original of that on the freaking PS2, bro. It's like, dang. I'm definitely going to have to find a disc of that somewhere. You know, if I remaster it as well and, you know, get to playing it again. But, like, even like a lot of the old Need for Speed games, man. Like, Need for Speed Carbon, right? Need for Speed Most Wanted. Need for Speed Underground. It's like, dang, bro. I miss when times were more simple. I really miss when, like, times were a lot more better to, you know, do things in, all of this stuff, right? I really just wish that people would get along and such, but, you know, you got like politics and shit like that. Just that's all everybody cares about now, or, you know, groceries are sky high. Everything is really just sky high. Really anymore, and it's only going to get worse for that, I guess, but more than likely. I mean, but yeah, you know, I remember just having pure peace, man. I remember watching the original Yu-Gi-Oh! And GX and stuff. Good stuff, man. Still watch that stuff, but I remember playing the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX games. Still good games. It's like, all that stuff is just, I mean, it's still there, but it's like, obviously, you know, you're grown up, you grew up, problems arose. You know, the society wants to take all your time. Basically, my message for this video is don't let the society, the world, jobs, whatever it is, don't let it kill the child within you. You know, you hear all this stuff, oh, kill the child. No, don't do that. You have a child within you that needs to flourish. Don't kill the inner child. Heal the inner child, and, you know, have fun with the inner child. You know, it's like, be you. If someone calls you, oh, you have the mind of a 5-year-old, just ignore them, bro. Anyway, I'm gonna end this one here. So, thank you all for tuning in. God bless you all. Yet again, thank you, Sumu, for letting me use the music. And I will see you all next time. Peace.